What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Spare Change. Today I'm going to be unboxing, setting up, and checking out some 4K streaming apps and 4K disc playback on the Sony A1E 65-inch OLED. This set retails for $54.99.99 for the 65-inch version. Let's unbox this thing and see what we get inside. In 2008, they released the 11-inch XCL1 that retailed for $2,500, and their BVM X300 4K OLED reference monitor is also the go-to for Hollywood productions. So Sony has some knowledge on how to produce a premium OLED television. The actual panel itself in the A1E is provided by LG. What makes the difference between LG's model and Sony's is the Sony's X1 Extreme processor. This handles all image processing. The Sony also runs on Google's newest version of their Android TV platform. To open up the easel on the back, push the switch to the right and pull open the stand. Slide the stand base to the bottom and screw it in if you're not wall mounting. Accessories included are the standard Sony remote, power plug, IR sensor, stand mount brackets, manuals, and speaker grill. On the bottom of the stand are connections for power, antenna, LAN, RS-232C, IR blaster, optical out, composite in, 4 HDMI inputs, 3 USB inputs, and a 3.5mm output jack. I'm going to now run quickly through the first setup. You'll be asked to link to your Google account or make one if you don't have one. This whole setup takes about 5 minutes. You'll also be prompted to upgrade the firmware. This takes around another 20 minutes or so depending on your internet connection. Now that that's done, let's run quickly through the setting options. Here is the channel setup for cable or OTA, external input settings. On HDMI signal format, make sure you select the enhanced format if your source device is HDR capable. This only applies to HDMI 2 or 3. Picture and display settings. Here are the different picture modes. Advanced settings. Extended dynamic range. This will really brighten your image for HDR. You may want to play around with this and see what works best for you. Color options. 10-point gamma adjustment. Reality creation. Reality creation is another image enhancer to make it more detailed. I usually leave all that off. Smooth gradation will help smooth out any banding or posterization in the image. This works really well for low quality sources and is a key feature missing from other OLEDs. Motion settings for dejutter and FI. HDR settings. Color space. Pixel shift. This will help keep image retention down. Panel refresh. If you have some retention, this will help clear it up. Here are the sound settings. The rest is self-explanatory, so I'll let it run quickly. Just pause if you need to read something. Now let's take a look at 4K streaming with Netflix. So War Machine is only in HDR with no Dolby Vision support yet. Info button does say 2160 and streaming is in 5.1. As you can see here in the picture menu, HDR does work. Image is super bright, very crisp with no banding or posterization, with very good details in shadow areas. Let's check out Amazon 4K. My go-to show, Red Oaks. Looks like HDR on 5.1 is available as well. This scene here will show some banding on the walls on other apps and devices I've tried, but everything looks great here. Now let's check out Voodoo. I'm not expecting Dolby Vision to be available yet. As you can see here, no 4K in Batman vs Superman, and no 4K in Man of Steel. Let's head over to YouTube. You can see that 4K is active. Image is sharp with no banding. Let's see if HDR is active. And it doesn't say HDR in the upper corner, so it looks like it doesn't work. I couldn't find any other videos on YouTube with working HDR, so if I've missed something, let me know in the comments down below. Now I'm going to pop in a scene from The Revenant using the Oppo 203 and see how it handles banding, as I know this particular scene is known to have this issue. The banding in the sky here is actually from the camera, not the TV. HDR is active. The sky near Leo's hair will show banding as it fades. You can see here it does show some posterization, but it's not too distracting. Now let's try it with smooth gradation on high. As you can see here, it's almost gone. This feature is a big differentiator from LG sets. I've owned LGs prior to getting the Sony, and there was always a noticeable banding on LGs. Even without smooth gradation on, the Sony handles gradients much better than any LG I've seen to date. This is one of the best displays out there right now, and I'd highly recommend it if it's within your budget. Now if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you hate the video, thumbs up. Don't forget to follow us on social media, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again in the next video.